Hey guys, it's Lizette and it has been way too long. So, I guess that is as far as I can focus out my camera. I finally got my camera. Whole nother story. But I am working on learning how to play with it. So this is going to be a trial run. And I'm trying to stay looking at the camera and not at the viewfinder or the mirror or the other mirror. So this is going to be fun. So today basically what I'm going to be doing is just giving you guys a review of several different products that I tried for this look, and it's just a collaboration of different products because rather than doing individual reviews, I thought it would be much easier just to do a collaboration review. We're going to start off with the Tarte skincare set that I got, you guys. This skincare set is so nice. It is a little tiny set and I'm going to show you the pieces to it. So the first piece that comes is going to be the little friction stick. And what this is just a little stick and it has charcoal in it and you clean your face with it. And I have the full size, so this one has not been touched yet. But also in the set comes this Tarte lip scrub, and they call it a lip facial. I wanted to get the correct name for you guys. So what it is basically is this little stick here, and it is an exfoliation stick, and there's quite a bit in here considering that it is a sample size as well. I really like this because I'm really loving my liquid lipsticks lately. So that is a really nice part of the set. Another part of the set is the Tarte Drink of H2O, which this looks super tiny, you guys. But I'll tell you what, I've used this for about a week and you see how much is still in there. This is so creamy, you guys. I don't know if you can see it on my finger, but it's so hydrating. It really is a drink of H2O. This is probably one of my newfound favorite moisturizers, and I'm very picky when it comes to moisturizers, but this one just goes on. It is so soft and it definitely, I mean, it still feels so moisturizing. So the last product that comes in that little set is going to be the Rainforest of the Sea, and this is the Marine Boosting Mist. Now this is, I believe, also known as their 4-in-1 mist, and you can use it just like that. And just spray it on your face, and I believe you can use it as a priming spray as well as a setting spray. It smells very citrusy and I really like this as well. I'm really impressed with the new Tarte skincare products. Okay, so moving on to the next product that I put on my face from there would be the L'Oreal, and I hope this focuses for you guys. This is the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. Now this, you guys, was the primer that I used, and if you look, it kind of is a little bit, it's not really creamy, it's weird. It's a weird texture. That's my take on it. It's kind of like a mixture between a primer and a lotion, and I mean, it has my foundation sitting okay. Excuse me. But it's not something that I would say you need. It's a very interesting primer. So, quick thoughts on that. Okay, so the next product I used was going to be the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. Now this foundation I've heard a lot of reviews on as far as it oxidizing, it changing colors. People aren't happy with the oxidation or the color range. For me, I'm a 5.0 and it seems just fine. I don't see any oxidation at all. For reference, in the Naked Skin foundation, I am also a 5. I go between a 4.5 and a 5 in the Naked Skin. So the 5, like I said, it seemed to work just fine for me. I didn't have to use a lot at all. I used my Artis Fluenta brush and I just put it all over. If you look, I didn't use concealer. I'm going to just go in real quick because my eyes are starting to water a little bit. The pollen index is crazy right now, so it's just off the charts. So the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation, like I said, it didn't oxidize for me. I like it. It is very high coverage. If you are looking for high coverage in a foundation, that is the way to go. The next product is going to be the NYX Sculpt and Highlight. I don't know if it's going to focus. Okay, so anyway, this is what the Sculpt and Highlight pencil looks like. So you have this side, which is going to be your brow color, and then you have this side, which is going to be more of a concealer type color. This color is the medium beige and ash brown, and for me it worked great. Normally I go with a darker pencil, but in this one I decided to go with the medium ash, and I'm glad I did. I like it. It looks really natural. So that's my thoughts on the NYX. Okay, next product. Trying to work in order here, you guys. So the next product that I used is going to be this Smashbox contour palette. And this is what it looks like. So I went in and I used the Smashbox contour palette to contour. The Smashbox contour palette, it's a small palette, and for that reason I like it because it is very travel friendly for just throwing in a bag when you're just taking a small makeup bag. I love the Kat Von D Shade and Light. That's probably my all-time favorite contour. However, it is, I'll show you guys, it is a larger palette, and so it makes it not as easy just to throw in a bag. So for size comparison, there you go. So as you can see, it's much smaller. Now the Shade and Light does have the 6 colors, but for me, the Smashbox contour works just fine. The colors are perfect for my skin tone. This one is, it's just the regular contour palette. There is no number on it. So that is the contour palette. Okay guys, so we're back with a new battery. The other battery wound up draining because I was in the middle of trying to get all the settings for this camera. So, what was the last thing that we were on? The last thing that we were on was the Smashbox contour palette. So, if you like something that's travel friendly and you are in my complexion range or darker or lighter, honestly, this could work for multiple complexions because there are not orange contour powders. Now, keep in mind, you guys, throughout the video, I want you guys to keep looking at my foundation. I did not set with powder. Normally, I set with powder, but I wanted to actually see the oxidation of the foundation and not set it, just see how it reacted just by itself. So I've had it on, what time is it? So 4 or 5 hours already, and so far so good. Like I said, I didn't put any concealer on. I might have should, but I decided not to. So that is what it is. Okay, so the next product that I put on is going to be the Becca Blush. And it's going to be this Becca Blushed with Light palette trio. And I used this color here, which is Snapdragon. And I think it is a very, very pretty color. I do like this Becca Blush palette. I find myself using this one quite a bit as a bronzer. This one is a little bit light for me, but it's still a pretty blush color, and for the price, this is a good value. So the Becca Blushed with Light palette, I would recommend you getting. Okay. The next product that I went in with, you guys, is going to be this Ulta Beauty Strobing palette. Now, I did use this brush, you guys, which is a dual-sided contour brush. And so I used this angled brush and then the paddle as well. So this is what the Ulta Strobing palette looks like. It has the contour cream, and then it has 2 highlight shades, the blush and a bronze. I went in with the cream contour first around this part of my face. Then I went in with the powder right here. I went in with the blush as a blush topper over the Becca Blush, and then I went ahead and went over the contour with the bronzy color to kind of get some dimension, a little bit of shine. So I did, I liked this palette okay. Is it my favorite? No, not even close. For the price, and if you are on a budget, it's an okay palette to get, and so I would recommend it for people who are on a budget, who are still wanting to try and be learning new strobing and highlighting stuff, but for me, it's not something that I will really reach for. Okay, so then for my eyelids, I went in with the, is it gonna focus? It's not gonna focus. Okay. Anyway, it is the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer. That is what I used to prime my eyelids today. And then I went in with the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, which has clearly been raved about by tons and tons of people. This is what the palette looks like if you have not seen the palette before. It's a very pretty palette. My palette is from the first release. I have heard mixed reviews on the second release colors, so I cannot make claims on that because this is from the first release. So the colors I used today were Talk Derby to Me. I went ahead and used Peach Pit. I used Summer Yum, and then I also used Just Peachy and Candid Peach, and then I used Beaches and Cream as well. And then in the inner corner, I went in and I used Nectar. So for me, I like these shadows okay. I don't know if you can see real well. I did have a little bit of a blending issue with the Talk Derby to Me. If you look in the pan itself, it looks like a little bit of a sparkly type shadow. Let me go ahead and grab it on my finger for you guys. It does not transfer the same way when you're actually using it, so there's not really much sparkle at all, and as you can see, it's kind of patchy, so I didn't care for that color. I like the concept of this palette. I think it's cute. a little bit gimmicky, but that's Too Faced for you. Too Faced is known for their gimmicks. There are a lot of neutrals in this palette. However, they were able to set it apart with a couple purples. There's this little olive-ish green here that kind of sets it apart. But for the most part, it is a neutral palette. I'm sure that you probably have something like this in your collection if you do not have the peach palette. I don't feel that it is something that you need in your life. I don't think it's something you need to run out and buy. It's okay. It's not fantastic. It didn't knock my socks off. It's just okay. It is a palette that I've used multiple times, as you can see by the dips in the colors, but it's just not something that I find, if I were to lose it or if I were to run out, I would not run out and buy another one. So, no offense, Too Faced. Sorry. Just not one that I would repurchase. Okay, so we're winding down. So the next product that I used is this mascara by Stila. It is called Stila Huge Extreme Lash, and I really like this mascara. If you look, it has the hourglass wand, very similar to the Better Than Sex mascara. If you look at my lashes, you guys, it did a very nice job of bringing out my lashes. I only had to use one coat, and this is what I got. And I don't have long lashes by any means, so I'm very pleased with this Stila Huge mascara. Okay, the next product was the Urban Decay 24/7 lip liner, and of course I lined my lips with it. And then I went in with a newfound love, and I am a liquid lipstick, let's get that correct, liquid lipstick junkie. I love liquid lipsticks, and you guys, when I tell you this lipstick for under $5, Wet n Wild, you guys, it is called Liquid Catsuit. I don't know if it's gonna focus in. Let's see if I can get it to focus. I don't know if it's focusing or not. I hope it is so you guys can see it. It is called Liquid Catsuit. This is in the color Berry Recognize, and that is what I have on my lips today. This catsuit lipstick, it's super hard to find. Apparently a lot of people have gotten the memo on how good these liquid lipsticks are, and so they are flying off the shelves. It's very hard to find. I will have a separate video because the cat suit lipsticks do deserve a video all to themselves, and I was able to obtain 5 colors, so I will be making a separate video in regards to that. Now, the final thing that I used was the Tarte, and it is the clay paint liner. This is a mini. I do have, let's see if it'll focus. Okay, I don't think it's gonna focus, but anyway, this is the mini that came in the holiday set of 4. I do have the large size. It is in my pro kit for traveling, and that is the liner I have on. I have yet to find a clay pot liner or clay liner, because that's not really in a pot, that meets my expectations other than the Tarte, so I really, really like that. Okay guys, so I think that I have gone over everything with you guys. I hope I didn't forget anything. Like I said, this is just a video back, you guys, filming with my new camera and just trying to get everything back and just to share with you guys a little bit of different things that I like and I would repurchase or wouldn't repurchase and why. Thank you for watching. As always, please like, share, subscribe, and spread kindness like glitter. Bye guys. Thank you.